Good morning, students. I hope you all are well and safe at your home. So this video is for the students of class 9, subject science, chapter number 14, that is natural resources. So students, topics to be discussed in today's lecture are resources on earth, biosphere, air, and at the last, I would be discussing the solutions of the pre-test activities and the experiments which I gave you for your homework. So let's start with today's lecture. What are the resources present on the earth? There are various resources present on the earth. They are air, water, soil, minerals and living organisms. They all constitute natural resources of the earth. Now, the question arises, what is lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere? The outer crust of the earth, it is called as lithosphere. It is the outer crust of the earth. The water on the earth is called as hydrosphere. Hydro means water. You know that water, it covers 75% of the earth's surface. Okay, so this water on the earth is called as hydrosphere. And what is atmosphere? The layer of the air around the earth. It is called as atmosphere. Okay, the air that covers the whole earth like a blanket, that is called as atmosphere. And living things, they are found where these three what exist. Is biosphere? Okay. It is a life supporting zone of the earth where atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere interact and makes life possible. That sphere is called as biosphere. I repeat, what is biosphere? It is the sphere where interaction of three spheres take place. What are those three spheres? Atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere. They all three spheres, they interact and the life exists. Okay, that sphere is biosphere. Okay, now this biosphere, it has two components. What are those two components? Biotic components and abiotic components. Now what are biotic components? Biotic means living. So biotic components, it constitutes all living forms like human beings, animals, birds. They all are biotic components. And what are abiotic components? Abiotic means non-living. So it constitutes non-living things. Example, air, water, soil. Okay, so this was about biosphere and its components. So you can see from the diagram, there are three spheres, hydrosphere, atmosphere and lithosphere. These three spheres, they interact with each other and they result in the formation of biosphere where life exists. Where life exists. Okay, so this is biosphere. Now the next topic is the breath of life. That is air. Now what is air? Air is basically a mixture of gases. And what are those gases? Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor and other gases. They all constitute air. Okay, now the question arises, how oxygen is being used? Plants and animals, they use oxygen for respiration. The first way is that the oxygen is being used by plants and animals for respiration. Right? You know, human beings, they intake oxygen and they exhale carbon dioxide during respiration. Okay, so this was the first way where oxygen is being used. Now what is the second way? Combustion of fossil fuels also requires oxygen. Okay, whenever the fossil fuels are burnt, what are fossil fuels? Like coal, petroleum. Whenever these are burnt, whenever the combustion takes place, it requires oxygen. So these are the two ways in which oxygen is being used. Number one, plants and animals in respiration, and number two, combustion of fossil fuels. So you can see from the diagram, combustion is taking place, it is requiring oxygen. And second is respiration, different organisms or human beings, they are taking oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide during respiration. Now, you know that we take oxygen and release carbon dioxide. So the question arises, how the carbon dioxide is fixed by the living organisms? How? Basically, there are two ways by which carbon dioxide is fixed by living organisms. What are those two ways? The first way is that plants use carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. Okay, during the process of photosynthesis, the plants, they need carbon dioxide. This was the first way where the carbon dioxide is fixed. And what is the second way? Marine animals. The marine animals, they absorb atmospheric carbon dioxide. Okay, they are taking carbon dioxide from atmosphere and form carbonic acid. This carbonic acid is then being used by the marine animals to make their shells. Okay, you can see from the diagram, these are the various marine animals like octopus, turtles, etc. So they are taking carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and they are converting into carbonic acid, and this carbonic acid is being used by them to make the shells. So these are the shells which are being developed or made by the marine animals by using carbon dioxide. So these are the two ways by which carbon dioxide is fixed by living organisms. Now the question arises that how is our atmosphere different from the atmosphere on Venus and Mars? It is very interesting to know. On the planets Venus and Mars, focus on the planets Venus and Mars, carbon dioxide, it forms a major component of the air, of the atmosphere. And what is the percentage of that carbon dioxide on the planets Venus and Mars? It is 95 to 97%. It is very, very large. Whereas on the Earth's atmosphere, whereas on the planet Earth, what happens? The major component of the atmosphere is air, which constitute all the gases in various proportions or composition. Okay, so atmosphere is different from planets Venus and Mars. How? On Earth's atmosphere, the major component of the air is all the gases, right? There are various gases which constitute the atmosphere, and they are present in various fixed proportions. Whereas on the planets Venus and Mars, the major gas, the major contribution is by the carbon dioxide. And what is the percentage? It is 95 to 97%. And that is the only reason life does not exist on Venus and Mars. Because the percentage of the carbon dioxide is very, very more. Very, very large. So life does not exist on Venus and Mars. Whereas life is existing on the planet Earth. Because all the gases are present as well as in fixed proportions. Okay. So this was the answer. Now, one very important question arises in our mind. How does the atmosphere act as a blanket? I told you that atmosphere is a layer of air that surrounds the earth. So it is acting as a blanket. So the question is how it is acting as a blanket. We know that layer of air that surrounds the earth, it is called as atmosphere. Now how it is acting as a blanket? It keeps the average temperature of the earth fairly steady during the day and the whole year. Okay, it keeps the average temperature of the earth fairly steady. How? During the day, the atmosphere prevents the sudden increase in temperature. Okay, the atmosphere layer, it prevents the sudden increase in temperature during the day, and during the night it slows down the escape of heat into the outer space. Okay, so these two things, they help in keeping the average temperature of the earth fairly steady, and this is the reason that atmosphere is acting as a blanket. So are you clear about this? Just be particular about the reasons. So let's start with pre-text activities and experiments. So students, I gave you several activities. The first activity was list name of 10 materials in your surroundings. Find out how those are prepared. Students, keep one thing in mind, that there is a difference between object and materials. Okay, the objects are made up of materials. Okay, so before I have given the list of materials, I have taken some of the objects which are present in the surroundings, like table, chair, door, window, sofa, almirah. So these all objects, they are made up of material which is called as wood. Okay, now this wood, how is it prepared or how is it obtained? It is obtained from stem and roots of the plant. Okay. Second, I have taken tumbler, mirror, window pane, test tube, beaker. These all objects, they are made up of which material? Glass. And glass is prepared by silica sand, sodium oxide and calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate, it is also called as limestone. Okay. Third, I have taken nails, buckets, machines, pipes and utensils. These all objects, they are made up of which material? Iron. And iron is obtained from iron ore. Electric wires, utensils and coins. These all objects are made up of copper, and copper is obtained from its ore, which is copper ore. You can also find books, newspaper, calendar, envelope in your surroundings. So these all objects, they are made up of paper, right? And paper we obtain from trees. Pillows, mattresses and quilts, they are found in your house, right? These all objects, they are made up of cotton, and cotton is obtained from fibers. You can also observe shoes, bags, purses, suitcases, sofa in your surroundings, right? So these all objects, they are made up of leather, and leather, you all know, it is obtained from the animal skin. You can also see water bottles, lunch boxes, trays, mugs, pens in your surroundings. They all are made up of plastics. And plastic is actually a polymer of polyethylene that you will study in chemistry in your higher classes. You might observe gates, fencing, golf clubs, sinks in your kitchens, computer parts. These all objects, they are made up of aluminium. And this aluminium is obtained from alumina. So this was about your first activity. You can match your answers from. The second activity which I gave for your homework was list all the energy sources you use in your house and transportation. From where are those obtained? So the first, I have taken the case of house. In house, what are the various energy sources and the resources? The energy sources are electricity, LPG, that is liquefied petroleum gas, solar energy. So these are the energy sources which are available at your house or home. And what are the resources? Electricity is obtained from thermal power plant, hydro power plant, nuclear power plant, wind power plant and tidal power plants. These various power plants, they help in generation of electricity that we use in our house. Right? LPG. LPG is obtained from fossil fuels like coal, petroleum. Solar energy, you all well know, solar energy is obtained from sun. So these are the various energy sources and resources which are available in your house. Second case I have taken of transportation. So you have to list various energy sources and resources. Energy sources may be petrol, diesel, CNG. CNG is compressed natural gas, and electronic energy, that is battery. So these are the energy sources which we use in transportation. Now list their resources respectively. Petrol, it is obtained from fossil fuels. Diesel and CNG, they are also obtained from fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, etc. And last, that is electronic energy, which is also called as battery. It is obtained from electricity. So these are the energy sources and resources which we use in transportation. So this was your second activity. The third activity which I gave you was write about 10 items in your kitchen, raw materials used for their manufacturing, and the resources from where those raw materials are obtained or got. So you have to list various items present in your kitchen. So I made a table. The first column constitutes kitchen items, second column constitutes raw materials, and the third column constitutes resources. So I have divided all the materials into categories: water bottles, lunch boxes, trays which are used for keeping ice cubes, funnel, basket. Basket is used for keeping fruits, vegetables, etc. So these all kitchen items, they are made up of which raw material? They are all made up of plastic. And plastic is obtained from crude oil, natural gas or coal. Second category I have made, that is tumbler, cups, glasses and mugs. So you might observe these things in your kitchen. They all are made up of which raw material? They are all made up of glass, and glass is obtained from silica sand, sodium oxide and calcium carbonate. Third is utensils. Your mothers use utensils in your kitchen. So these utensils, they are made up of iron, right? And this iron, it is obtained from its ore, which is called as iron ore. You can also see electric wires and some of the utensils which are made up of copper, right? So this copper is obtained from its ore, which is called as copper ore. You might have newspapers and kitchen papers at your kitchen, right? So these are made up of paper, very easy, and paper we obtain from trees. In your kitchen, you might have cloth for wiping the dirt materials from your slab of the kitchen. Your mother might be wearing apron during cooking the food, right? So these are made up of cotton fiber, and the cotton, it is obtained from fiber through various processes like ginning, retting. In your kitchen, you might have noticed sinks which are used for keeping the utensils for washing purpose, right? You might have seen aluminium foils which are used for wrapping chapatis, for your lunch boxes, right? So these all are made up of aluminium, and aluminium is obtained from alumina. Your mother might use cutting and chopping board for the cutting of the vegetables, right? So you might have wooden spoon during cooking. So these are made up of which raw material? They are made up of wood, and wood is obtained from stem and roots of the trees. Okay, so these were the various items in the kitchen, the respective raw materials and the resources which are being made or from which they are obtained. So you can match your answers. So these were the three activities I gave for your homework. So students, what is your homework for today's lecture? You have to do the following questions. Question number 1 is, how is our atmosphere different from the atmosphere on planets Venus and Mars? Question number 2 is, How does the atmosphere act as a blanket? And question number 3 is, why is the atmosphere essential for us? So thank you class.